The unfortunate boss stood at the pattern's center. As she tried to flee with her ex-wife, she noticed the black cop assisted by the earth demon. Clueless, Mary intended to seek help, but seeing the black cop's egg-faced look, she knew trouble loomed. The demon was charging. Harb drew his gun like a superhero, fired at her while covering Mary's retreat, but the demon tackled him, sending the gun flying faster than his words. Just when Harb was about to be smothered by the hell demon, Mary was shocked to see the demon peek out like it just popped a Red Bull and it was still standing. It wasn't until Harb blew her head off that the demon finally fell flat, proving that the head is indeed the demon's weak spot. After all this, Mary could hardly believe her eyes. Luckily, her ties with Harb softened as she knew her ex wasn't a demon. However, Harb was puzzled since the 3 slain demons were all performing the same mysterious triangular ritual, as if they were prepping for an elaborate prank. She hurriedly called Fat Sister to ask what was going on, but Fat Sister, being a mere messenger of hell, was just as clueless. Meanwhile, on the other side, 2 men driving for a spring outing started brawling over jealousy, like kids fighting for toys. Just as they were going all out, suddenly a demon shadow appeared at the car window, and the expressions on the 3 were utterly priceless. The monster truck's tire exploded, and the woman was launched like a firework. Talk about special effects. The heavy monster truck flipped over with a bang, and the woman quickly got up to check, only to find the 2 guys crushed beyond recognition. Strangely enough, the 2 guys were then possessed by demons, as if they were gearing up for a party. Looks like Demon Hunter Harb is up for more troubles, while on the other side, he was meticulously investigating the demon's real motives. At that moment, a pentagram formation caught his eye, requiring all sorts of demons to activate it, almost summoning an angel. The pentagram's 5 corners corresponded to 5 distinct triangles, and with 3 completed, they just needed 2 more for the angel to drop by. Mamma mia. Harb was shocked to discover the demons were hanging around the pentagram corners, a tragic coincidence for sure. Just then, Mom called to inform Harb that the higher-ups had sent out a task list. There were new demons spotted by the lake. What a lovely morning for mayhem. This time, 2 wind demons named Sliferous appeared, delivering a death kiss sound scarier than the last bunch. Mom advised him to be careful, and Harb rushed to the scene, filled with bright hopes and lots of caffeine. But upon arrival, he found the place empty, with only the bright red blood under the car marking him. He was a step behind, but Harb wasn't worried, having deduced the wind demon's next move from the pentagram. This time, he planned to ambush them, and as night fell, Harb silently waited for his prey by a secluded bridge. Sure enough, just as he expected, 2 possessed idiots dragged a woman into view, and Harb quickly aimed his sniper rifle. Surprisingly, the wind demon had some IQ and lifted the woman to shield itself. Harb didn't hesitate and started yelling. But just then, a car charged at him, and Harb wasn't scared. He had remarkable healing abilities that would save his life. As he reached for the sniper, a foot crushed his arm. It was Callahan, his ex-wife's boyfriend. What a crazy twist. The next morning, unable to reach her son, Mom rushed over but found nothing apart from the overturned car. Seeing the chaos, she knew her son was in trouble, drove to the parking lot, and found people around a dead woman, as if from a nightmare. She stood at the triangle formation center, identical to what they'd seen before, while Harb was tied by Callahan to an iron frame. Callahan believed that by taking out Harb, he could win Mary's heart. The long-standing grudge was not something to be taken lightly. About a month ago, Harb was having a drink at the bar when he ran into his rival, Callahan, and knocked him down with 1 punch. But Callahan had the numbers on his side and ordered his goons to beat Harb senseless, warning him that the next time he stepped out of line, he'd be seeing that moment. Harb snapped. As a bounty hunter, he decided to kill Callahan. Fueled by alcohol, he walked into the bar with his gun, spotted Callahan's hat, and fired only to realize he'd shot the wrong guy. It turned out to be the bartender's hat, making for a classic misunderstanding. She had just been pouring drinks. But now, it didn't matter. It was too late, and soon the injured bartender took her last breath. To cover his tracks, Harb buried her in the woods in front of his house, forever casting a shadow of regret over his life. Now he has fallen into Callahan's hands, undoubtedly destined for systematic loving care. Suddenly, a man possessed by a demon barged in, and when Callahan looked up, he found a demon lounging on the ceiling. Bullets bounced off the demon with no effect, leaving Callahan totally dumbfounded and in desperation, contemplating a hasty exit. The demon grabbed him and tossed him aside like garbage, while Harb was far from idling about. He grabbed a shotgun from the cupboard and blasted one demon without giving it a moment to breathe. Watching one of their own get blasted, the other demon stopped concerning itself with Callahan and lunged straight at Harb. But then, the shotgun's bullets were gone. Callahan fled in the truck, leaving Harb in a life-and-death fight with the demon. As the demon charged at him, Harb decisively fired up a chainsaw and cleanly lopped the demon's head off. In the blink of an eye, the demon was consumed by flames, and now, 4 down, only the toughest fire demon remained. To avert disaster, the son, after hearing truth, insisted on fighting with Dad. Now the whole family joined. To thwart the fire demon's final summoning, Fat Sister decided to team up with Harb, marking a crucial moment. If the fire demon completes the final trap, Lilith, one of the 7 demons, will be free to chilling.